Replicon Radio is brought to you in part by Lex, the Hexmaster and the Shadow Army.
Yeah!
Yeah, he had
That's
to bring the studio in here to bring in the recording.
Shout out to the sponsor, man.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Where's that image at?
It left.
I was going to tell you again, so you don't forget
It went over there.
that Batman was eating on Catwoman. No, that's not the image I want. Lex the Hexmaster, the sponsor of the show, has a brand new single out. It's called Highway of Heartbreak. You can stream it on all streaming platforms. It's available right now. Stream it. And don't forget to head on over to Shadow Army Productions on Instagram and pick you up one of those super exclusive limited edition tumblers.
Fucking do it.
Tumblers.
Do you know what brand he uses for the tumblers?
It ain't Yeti.
The tumble ones.
You know, Yeti's overpriced. It really is.
It might be.
It's not
It-
Yeti.
I wonder if it's a Tarvis. Tarvis is a good brand.
Yeti?
Tarvis.
Yeti Spaghetti?
Yeti Spaghetti is also a good brand.
Yeti Spaghetti.
Like, Yeti's a good product, but it's vastly overpriced. There's other stuff out there. Like, I watch a lot of research stuff. Like, you know, people putting just stuff to the test. You know, I like to research anything I buy because I use tumblers and stuff pretty, you know, ruggedly. And Yeti always is number 2 or number 3 on the list. It's never, blowing everything out of the water. It's always fallen short of, you know, something that is a third of the price. And I'll tell you what, the Ozark Trails from Walmart, like the Walmart brand, they put out some good fucking products. And I use some of them myself, and yeah, I can attest to them, you know, working very well.
I have about 4 of them, and they never did me wrong.
I have,
you know how hot it gets at my job?
yeah,
I can have a container of water. I put ice in it. By the time it still has ice in it, even when I finish it, it'll have ice in it all day long.
yeah, I got the big 64-ounce one, and yeah, out of all of the ones that I mess with in the videos that I've watched, I mean, it's just one of the best out there, and it's like the cheapest. It's like
For the price, are good.
I don't understand. But I'm
also
not
do
complaining.
have a Yeti that is pretty fucking nice too, though.
Yeah,
Yeti.
I have Yetis, and you know, I feel like they just, you know, they're rugged for sure. Like you're not gonna break a Yeti. If you break a Yeti, you really fucking tried to break the Yeti. So it's gonna last a long time. But if you're wanting like top of the line, like, you know, I want this to stay this fucking temperature for this long, you know, blah blah blah, you know, you might find 1 or 2 brands that might offer a little bit better than Yeti. But Yeti is still good. I mean, it's still top of, you know, up there. But I just wouldn't pay for the price. You know, that's the big thing for me is the
Pretty much.
mm-hmm. Like, especially like the coolers. No fucking way you should be paying
outrageous.
$400, $500, $600, $700 for a fucking cooler.
They can suck a motherfucking toe.
You know,
for that.
you know, for half of a price of a
I don't
Yeti
think
cooler,
that's
you
worth
can get twice the size of cooler, and you can make it better. You just have to DIY it, but you can make a better cooler than what they fucking offer. I don't know if it's gonna be bear proof, but you know,
I mean,
don't take it in front of a bear. I don't know.
up before this year, we didn't really have that many bear sightings, and now we're having all these bear sightings.
I heard there was a bear sighting down off 67 down there past Hillsboro.
They've been all over the place.
There was just one up in Kirkwood not too long ago.
I'll tell you what, this year the wild animals I've seen the most. I've seen a lot of fucking coyotes. A lot of coyotes. Like they just more like howl and yip. And when mating season, they sound like people are getting murdered in the fucking woods.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, coyotes don't bother me none.
Yep. Is that what they do?
Yep. They usually stay away from you.
Oh, yeah, but they'll eat your. The problem with coyotes is that, you know, they go out and they just kill shit for no reason. They'll kill your fucking dogs. They'll kill cats. They'll kill your livestock. They'll kill anything just to kill it. And it's
that's how they eat.
They'll eat, get full, and then go kill more shit and not even eat it. They just killed it just to kill it. They're a real nuisance in the farmlands.
Yeah, but more likely.
That's why they go and that's why there's no tags and licenses that you have to just go hunt coyotes.
Well, there's rules and regulations that you have to follow.
Not on coyotes.
Yes.
Not as far as I know. I'm not a hunter, so I could be wrong, but
you can't just go out shooting from coyotes. You had to,
if they're on your land, you can.
No, you had to be being attacked by one, or at least be in fear.
Well, if they're on your land, I'd be afraid.
Yep.
The bare necessities. The
9 out of 10, they're going to turn around and they're going to run. If they see people, they usually run.
Good. Get out of here. That's what I'd do.
Wolves, on the other hand,
get out of here.
They'll sit there and stare at you like, fuck you. Mm-hmm. I'm coming to get you as soon as you turn your back, motherfucker.
Get on out of here.
No, the one that the one that's looking at you wants you to look at it.
Yeah.
Because there's about 10 other ones coming around the other side that you ain't looking at. You can't see.
Hey, get on out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get on out of here.
Yeah.
Get on out of here.
Okay, I got old real quick.
Get on out of here.
That's why we don't have any listeners right now.
They're all fucking there. They got on out of here. Hey, get on out of here. Hey, man, we got some history to get to. We're going to get learnt today.
You do sound like that old-ass man that would say some shit like that.
Fuck yeah. Get on out of here. I'd probably
get off my lawn, kid.
I don't care what animal. I'd probably just run. It could be a fucking poodle.
Well, you ain't running nowhere, motherfucker.
I didn't say I was going to run.
He's going to shuffle.
I'm gonna fucking waddle away quickly.
I'm shuffling.
I might even poop.
I could just hear that. What is that? What is that? As he just shuffles away.
By the way, before we get moving on here, we were talking about bears. When they start like flapping their gums or like starting to make a little bit of noise, and you're right there. All you have to do is just start easing, like backing off. Like, don't turn around. Don't run. Don't turn around from it. But just back off, and he'll eventually just be like, because he's starting to feel fear. And that's when they attack. So if you back off and he stops, then you're at a good distance, and he's going to leave you the fuck alone, and then you get the fuck out of there.
I think that's black bears.
Don't turn around.
I think grizzly bears, you're supposed to make yourself as big as possible or curl in a ball on the ground.
No, they do that too, and you start to move back, and then if they start to tag you, then you man up to them.
Ace of base is the shit, though.
And you make yourself as big as you can.
Oh, I was talking about after the confrontation. Like after, this bear is not leaving me the fuck alone.
Don't turn around.
Polar bears, you're just fucked. Panda bears, you're also fucked.
What the fuck are you going to run into a polar bear?
You ever go on an Alaskan cruise or something? You might.
Well, I haven't.
Well,
that'd be cool, though.
Well,
and you head out to Japan and go into the fucking...
If the industrial areas of the world have anything to do with it, we will never run into a polar bear because they're going to fucking murder them all. So.
Well, they're already in danger.
And then they're going to go, don't turn around. Because you're going to see my home.
You can go to the jungle and see some pandas. Or you can go right down the street to the zoo.
Well, that'd be pissed if they attacked me there.
I would be rolling.
This was supposed to be my safe space.
Right. I didn't come beyond the barrier, motherfucker. Why are you outside of it?
You're only supposed to pet the stingrays. Nothing else. Feed the goats. Those fucking things attack you too, though.
Fuck yeah.
They don't have the petting zoo anymore.
They do it. Grant's Farm, though.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers will maul you, fam. Like 6, 7 at a time.
You got a bottle of milk, forget about it, because them motherfuckers are going to attack you.
Yeah. They'll just knock you over. All of them, bro.
They go straight
jump up on you and shit.
We should take a Replicon trip.
I was getting ready to say that. So, yeah. I want to see P get attacked by ghosts.
Grant's Farm? Yep. Give me my 2 free drinks, motherfucker.
I'm trying to ride a bison. Yeah, but...
Hell yeah.
I mean, we can do that. I don't give a shit.
That'd be dope. We need somebody to follow us around. Hey, before we get into history, I wanted to... You guys don't even know this yet, and I don't know if you care
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know, but I'm going to tell you. I got a fun email from Carlos.
Oh yeah, I read that.
You read the email?
Yeah.
Did I send it to you? Did
No.
I put it in the chat or something?
No.
Oh, you write it at the top of on the headline?
No, I didn't read it at all.
Oh, so you don't. What am
I don't have access to it.
Who's Carlos?
I don't know who Carlos is.
Carlos Mencia, bro. The comedian.
But Carlos is apparently an employee of Apple Podcasts, and he wanted to let us know that Replicon Radio is doing very well. And our podcast, Replicon Radio, has had good performance on Apple in the last 30 days. And we are number 173 on the podcast charts for the United States.
Out of how many?
Oh, shit. A lot.
Like,
A fucking lot.
how many podcasts are there on Apple fucking Music?
4.
Well, we're number 173
Actually, we suck.
out of 4. I mean, that's not a fucking epic number, but that's a
I mean,
number.
for us. I mean, for
That's-
Apple Music,
There's like 1 million podcasts.
there's a lot.
I think you got that number wrong.
Is there a comma in that?
Position
sure there's-
173.
I'm pretty sure there's a few
No,
commas.
it's in the category of music interviews. It's not just like pop culture or whatever.
Still.
In the category of music interviews.
Oh, so he want to pat himself on the back.
I mean,
I'm patting all of us on the back. It's our show. It doesn't say Freaky P. It says Replicon Radio is ranking very well.
yeah.
In the category of music interviews, which is what we do on this show. We do other stuff too, but I don't think talking shit is a podcast category, unfortunately.
I'm sure it is.
Should be.
Sure it is somewhere.
But probably not on Apple Music. So there you go. Congratulations to us. We're number 173
I mean, I'll take it. That's a good number for me.
Yeah.
They could have been like, you're number 672.
million.
I mean, I'm just happy the fact that they acknowledge us.
Right?
I don't give a fuck what number we
We
are.
know-
We could be like 1,000,002. I
You
don't
exist.
care, yeah.
Hello.
Hey!
We're Apple and you exist. So
Hey, Carlos.
congratulations to us. Thank you, Carlos. And let's get
We
get
said, who the
alert.
fuck is Carlos? Carlos giving us all the props, and we said, who the fuck is Carlos?
I don't know. I still don't know who Carlos is, but I think I'm.
This is my first introduction to Carlos.
I've never. That was my first introduction. I still don't know who he is. It's
Carlos might be lying to us.
just a generic employee.
I'm pretty sure I work in a scrapyard with Carlos, but his name might be Juan. I don't know.
That was racist.
It's not. I don't know his name. I can't remember it. Let's see. Moving
This
into
week in history.
This week in history. 233 years ago, on June 21st, 1788, New Hampshire became the 9th and final necessary state to ratify the Constitution of the United States, therefore making it the law of the land.
I have no idea what the fuck that.
The land of the law, the law of the land.
The United States Constitution was ratified June 21st, 1788.
Sweet.
Yep, that's when it went into effect. It became the law of the land.
That's it. That was only 200 something years ago.
233 years
Constitution?
ago. Yep.
Damn, what were we doing before that?
Fuck, I was
We were
sleeping,
fighting
bro.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yep. There was a bunch of different fucking factions. Everybody was fighting everybody. Yep. Let's see. Last year in 2020, the guitar that Kurt Cobain used during the famous MTV's Unplugged show sold at an auction for $6 million.
Holy jeez.
His daughter auctioned that off, by the way.
Was it the daughter? Did the daughter actually get it back, or was it the daughter's ex? Because I thought the
believe
daughter's
daughter got
ex,
it back.
like,
yeah, he had it, but I believe she got it back.
okay, all right, good. Because I would want her to do that, not that jackass. Because I remember that story.
Yeah.
Let's see, 77 years ago, June 22nd, 1944, President FDR signs the GI Bill, which began the Serviceman Readjustment Act, which provided returning members of the armed forces compensation and assistance to return to normal life in return of gratitude for their service to their country in World War II. So that's when we first started giving the veterans assistance, and it's still not where it needs to be today. But, I mean, I guess there's a little something. They give them, like, a pack of crackers and go, here you go. You killed a whole bunch of fucking people. Good luck, fucker. Let's see. 58 years ago, in 1963, 13-year-old Stevie Wonder releases his first single called Fingertips. And a little fun fact about this, this was the first ever live non-studio recording to go #1 on the Billboard charts.
What was that song about?
Fingertips.
I didn't ask her what the name was.
I don't know. Probably the only way he knew how to play the fucking piano.
Fingertips.
He was 13. It was 1963. I don't know. You put it together.
I'm at.
I don't know. You do the fucking. You look it up.
You do the fucking
You
research.
do the fucking research.
You do the fucking. We're talking about football. Calm down.
Yeah, well, hey, I'm just saying.
All right, fruit pie.
hey, I don't know. 29 years ago, June 23rd, 1992, mafia boss John Gotti was finally convicted and sentenced to life in prison without parole after being found guilty on 14 counts. Oh, I dropped my damn pen.
Where did you go?
I dropped my pen. After being found guilty on 14 counts of conspiracy to commit murder and racketeering.
That doesn't sound good.
No, but it's fine. He only served, 10 years? And then died. So, there's that.
What year was that?
1992. It was 29 years ago. Yeah, and he passed away in 2002. Actually, almost to the day. It was June 10th.
1992 was 29 years ago.
Oh, it gets worse. Let's see, music history. 42 years ago in 1979, the earworm smash hit My Sharona was released by the Knack. That was 42 years ago.
My Sharona.
Let's see, 24 years ago, June 24th, 1997.
You ain't even going to talk about the Tambourine Man that came out on this day, too, back in 1965 by the Byrds.
Whoa, this guy.
Jesus Christ.
No, I was not going to talk about that
Why not?
because I did not read
It's
that.
another music.
Hell yeah.
There's a lot of history that I don't include. I just try to do one headline per thing.
Well, you should probably look a little more into it. I don't know. Go
How
ahead.
does this
Move on.
How does that song go? Isn't that song about drug dealing?
Mr. Tambourine Man?
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Is that one? Isn't that
Hey,
the Monkeys?
Mr. Postman.
The Byrds?
Yeah, no, but did the Monkeys redo it? Is it about selling drugs?
I don't think the Monkeys did it, but I'll check real quick. Go
They-
ahead. Keep
they
going,
probably
and
did a
we'll
lot
go-
of
we'll go
drugs.
back.
Hey, Mr.
Sorry, I missed your favorite band, Brew. 24 years
Actually,
ago.
that's a huge group as far as music goes. There's a lot of guys that played in that band that are very famous today.
I'm not saying that they're not. I'm just saying that the sites that I research on had nothing about it. So,
Bastard side. That's okay.
and they kind of categorize different shit according to cultural importance. So, I mean, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying it just wasn't on my site.
Wrong.
It just wasn't on the shit that I was writing down. And even if I'd have saw it, I'd have been like, I don't know who that is. I'm not doing it.
Rue's got some news too.
Hey, go for it. It's all welcome here. We're all learning.
Bring the news.
Let's see. 24 years ago, June 24th, 1997. The Walt Disney Corporation orders one of its subsidiary recording labels to recall 100,000 already shipped copies of an album by a recently signed artist,
Uh-oh.
the Insane Clown Posse.
Hey.
Thus, the Disney feud began after they pulled The Great Milenko from shelves. 14,000 had already sold, and it was poised to release at number 63 on the 200 top album chart on the Billboard.
Mr. Tambourine Man originated by the Byrds, and then Bob Dylan also has a tambourine, Mr. Tambourine Man as well.
Bob Dylan.
We're dealing.
So that was how many years ago?
28,000.
24.
24 years ago, Malenko came out.
Well, it was released and then pulled from shelves.
Yeah, but that's the day it came out.
Yep. Critics of Disney's move have voiced strong suspicion that it was in direct correlation to a boycott that was threatened.
Southern bastard.
Yeah, the Southern Baptist, convention in protest of Disney World Gay Days, and that happened a couple weeks prior to the release of The Great Milenko. And so basically, it was just them going, "Oh no, I don't want the Jesus people to not buy our stuff."
See, that's always been the thing. That's always the story we got. But like, they just did that Milenko saga on Patreon or whatever with old boy who was there, and they were even ICP was saying, "Well, that's the reason why." He's like, "Yeah, that may have had something to do with it, but it was really just bad from what he was saying and from his knowledge of working there and being the man who put the record out. He was just saying it was just really shitty timing, because he said once every month or 2 months, whenever they fucking did it, they had a meeting of like the heads at Disney, and they would look at all like, okay, so this is coming out this month, this is coming out this month, and they were watching video for like I think Halls of Illusions or something.
Oh.
And like 3 people in the office, like in the suits basically were like, oh no. No, we can't put, this is gonna make our image terrible. This isn't a movie. This is so bad for our image. Blah 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 blah. We gotta get rid of it. And what like this is literally the first time we've ever heard this story, and I forgot, but you made me remember. Julian Raymond was like, they called him, and they were pulling it day of, or day like they were gonna stop. Because they were doing like midnight releases and shit, and ICP had 3 in stores that like day of, and they were traveling all over the place. They had thousands of kids in line, and they were like, "There's no fucking way we can pull this record now, because that's going to be worse." So the record company, even though they pulled it, they agreed to wait to the next day, or like to the day of. Yeah. So like the record stores got to officially release it, even though technically it was already pulled without knowledge. Yeah. And then they announced it after they got it, so that way they could fulfill the people that were there instead of having to cause that much ruckus. That's the only reason anybody even got copies of the album at all, because technically it was pulled before that, but they didn't want to.
I mean, that was a smart move on their part, because there would have been some problems.
Yeah, could you imagine being at the record store in line?
Back when the Joker's cards like meant something, you fucking drop, and it's like, oh no, you're not gonna fucking take this from me. No, they'll be breaking windows, setting stores on fire.
Fuck yeah, man.
Good times. So
crazy Malenko, don't get the dog excited.
Right. She is not excited at all. Side-eyeing the fuck out of me. Fuck you. Don't look at me like that. 74 years ago, in 1947, Mick Fleetwood of Fleetwood Mac was born in London, England. Oh, hello. I did not know he was English. Let's see.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. 12 years ago, June 25th, 2009, one of the most commercially successful entertainers in history, Michael Jackson, passed away in his Los Angeles home at the age of 50. He sang the alphabet song.
A, B, C, D, E,
yeah, he patented that. Yeah. After suffering from cardiac arrest caused by a fatal combination of drugs that were given to him by his personal doctor.
That was the 24th,
right? 25th. 25th. Yep, 12 years ago in 2009. 46 years ago it is sad. You know, and you know, it kind of sets into, you know, he was only 50. Like, I was pretty young, you know. Because I grew up with all the controversy shit, and, you know, he was just kind of plastered all over the place. And then, you know, he went to 3 or 4 different faces and, you know, 2 or 3 different skin tones. And, you know, I just thought he was, like, you know, way older. And then, you know, looking back on it, it was like, holy shit, he was only 50. Or maybe I'm just old now and just looking at it and be like, well, that's not that far away.
No, he wasn't that old.
Yeah. Let's see. 46 years ago, in 1975, the man solely responsible for the conception of tens of thousands of babies, Barry White, releases his hit, Can't Get Enough of Your Love, Babe.
No.
That is not it. Can't get enough of your love, babe. Let's see. And a bonus fun fact for June 25th, in 1950, the greatest upset in soccer history happened.
Hey, shout out to Catherine's Cabin for sending a $1.49 super chat.
Oh, thank you.
With the dope black cat.
Oh, fuck yeah, black cats.
Yeah. Hell yeah. She's hiding in the trees watching.
Halloween, man, Halloween.
Hell yeah, we appreciate that.
It's that time of year. The Halloween shit's hitting the shelves in the hobby stores. That means that it is upon us.
Ooh.
Yep.
Ooh, scary Halloween.
Scary. So, you're gonna be seeing a lot of fucking Halloween posts in the next several months. Let's see. The greatest upset in soccer history happened when the U.S. beat England in the World Cup tournament. And the fun fact kind of comes into there is that the only U.S. reporter to even be at the event to record it was a man named Dent McSkimmy.
It's a made-up word, Jim.
Yeah, it is. But he wrote for the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. Ooh. And
that's where we live.
He had to pay his own way because the paper wouldn't pay for it. So he paid his own way and then reported it on his own.
Bro, that's where we live.
He was the only U.S. reporter to report on that, which was a huge fucking deal in England at the time. But, obviously here, even now, it still probably wouldn't be that big a deal. But it didn't even made the front page news or anything like that back then. I mean, I think that was when the Korean War was starting to get all riled up and shit. But also, another fun fact, the goalkeeper for the U.S. team was also from St. Louis, and he drove a hearse for a living, which he probably made a really good fucking living.
He wasn't a soccer player for a living, playing in the fucking Olympics? Come on, guy.
No. And it wasn't the Olympics. It was a World Cup.
That's what I meant. You know what I meant when I said that.
Well, I get the idea.
Are you laughing at me or are you sleeping?
I'm fucking rolling.
I can't tell if you're laughing or nodding out over there.
I ain't nodding out. I'm laughing.
That's where we're from, bro.
Where?
Rolling.
St. Louis Post-Dispatch.
I'm not from the St. Louis Post-Dispatch.
We're from the St. Louis Replicon Radio Awards.
Yep.
Yeah, how are those coming along?
Those
are finished. We just haven't told anybody who won. That's how they're coming.
Coming 2022.
Right.
Let's see.
Back with a vengeance.
Back with a vengeance. All right. June 26th was a day for the gays because
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, gays. Because 18 years ago, in 2003, the Supreme Court ruled against Texas and removed its sodomy laws, stating that it was unconstitutional to violate someone's right to privacy. This effectively legalized same-sex sexual activity in the United States. And then
I think he put that one in there just to get me a little controversy.
It's Pride Month, man.
I'm not going to lie. I did immediately think of him when I put this in here.
Is that real love?
No, it was just...
he's just trying to irritate me, so I say something.
No, I wasn't trying to irritate you, but this is...
I thought he was thinking about
important history.
You.
I mean, that's not really that important, but...
I mean, not to you, but to other people it is. And we have a lot of listeners.
And so were the birds could have been important to me and other people as well, but that wasn't put in.
And I wasn't telling you not to say it, now was I?
I don't know if that's true or not, but...
No, I said I'm not saying that it's not true. I just said it wasn't on the sites that I saw. And I probably wouldn't have read it anyways because I didn't know anything about it.
Don't turn around.
Exactly.
And
then 12 years after that, to the day on the 26th, the Supreme Court.
Oh, hold on. We gotta go back because I did have a story to tell, and it goes with that. It goes exactly with what you talked about there.
I'm so scared right now.
So there was a transgender male who was transgending into a female, but still had a nutsack and a dick. Went to a salon to get the area fucking wax, get a little bikini wax or whatever. They refused to wax his balls. Mm-hmm. So he put a lawsuit out on them, and he lost the lawsuit. So you go figure that. Okay, go ahead. Let's proceed.
I mean, okay. 12 years later, June 26th.
So happy Pride Month, everybody.
Yeah. June 26th.
So you're saying there's some people that still aren't understanding of others.
That is what I heard.
Is that what you're saying?
That's what I heard.
Sure, you take that however you want.
Well, it compounds on what I'm getting ready to say because I'll do a follow-up to what he said. That the Supreme Court, let's see, I lost my place, would rule again in favor of the gay rights by legalizing same-sex marriages in the United States. And that was 12 years after they, made it to where they could, have sexual relations legally. And
that
also,
was when? How long ago?
That was 12 years ago.
12
well, not 12 years ago. That was
what state is this in?
This is the all of them.
Because like there were states that had no problems with gay people doing their sexual things behind closed doors, which everybody should. Whether you're gay, straight, whatever.
The sodomizing one was from Texas. That one, you couldn't have any sodomy or anything like that, which was basically...
That was gay or straight.
It was gay or straight, but, they never did anything with straight people. It was only with gays. And then they legalized the same-sex marriage, but going back to what he said, which is different, because, if there's a all-female... If there's like a policy where they don't do male waxing, then you can't just go in there.
It's not a policy. They just refused his services because they didn't want to do that.
Which is just because he was trans?
Because they didn't want to wax his fucking balls.
So they don't. So they don't do that. Them? So they don't do male waxing.
What's the difference between whether? In his eyes, though, there's no reason for them to turn him down.
Yeah, but if they have a policy, or not even a policy,
you're about ready to go against what you're going to say.
No, I'm not. No, it has nothing to do with him being trans or not. If they don't want to do male genitalia,
they didn't have a policy.
Well, if they still don't do male genitalia,
well, say they didn't have a policy with that. Whether they do or don't, who's in the right? Who's in the wrong?
If I walk in and he walks in, or she walks in at the next to me,
who's a she?
And
she's got balls, so it ain't she. It's a he.
Okay, the she balls walks in next to me.
Yeah, she balls.
And we both go, we want our shit waxed, and they go, all right, well, I'll get my stuff waxed, but then they're not going to wax she balls. Then that's a violation of their rights.
No, it's not a violation, because now you're violating the right of a business, because a business can refuse service to anybody that they want.
That is true.
So now who's violating who?
But this is why I'm not in law.
Just saying, though.
No,
so clearly, as a business, they refuse service.
But that's discrimination.
Whether they do or don't. No, it's not discrimination.
If I
own a business, I don't have to serve you. It's my right.
If I get me balls,
it's not discrimination.
If I get me balls waxed and she balls don't get waxed, then that is discrimination.
We'll make it a little easier.
That's like having a black person walk into your business and go, I'm not going to serve you because you're black, but I will serve this person because they're white. That is discrimination. No. You cannot do that legally. You cannot discriminate.
It's your right to refuse service to anybody.
You can refuse service, but you cannot discriminate. There is a big difference.
You're not discriminating.
You're
not serving them.
Discriminate.
You're not serving them.
It's legally. You legally cannot do that.
Because you don't want them in your business.
You can refuse service, but you cannot discriminate.
But you can't have. There's no law. There's no law to be taken there.
Well, I don't know about suing wise.
There's nothing that they can do.
But except
for call the news and give you a bad rep.
The only way that it would
Heather
be not
says they were not licensed to do hair removal on male genitalia.
Then there you go. That's not discrimination, and that's not like, oh, we're not going to do that because of what your sexual orientation is.
So then why couldn't she balls, as you called them?
Well, because you refuse to acknowledge that.
So why couldn't she balls? Because I'm pretty sure that she balls was told that they didn't do that. So why did she have to do it? She balls had to go get fucking a lawyer to try suing somebody.
For the record, I do not refer to them as she-balls. I was just identifying them so Rue could understand what I was trying to say.
No, you didn't do that
because I said she, and you go, who? And I go,
because it's not a she. It's got a fucking dick and a balls, bro.
So there
it's a fucking male.
So I was trying to get,
So you're telling me it's just because
I was trying to dumb it down so you could hear it.
Every guy out there, if you got long hair, Dead Body Man automatically thinks you're a chick. So you're a female, according to Dead Body Man. If you're a male with long hair,
now you're just trying to put words.
That's exactly what you just said.
That's not what I said.
Absolutely, it is.
That's not what I said.
Get the fuck out.
That's not what I said.
All right, move on.
I gotta turn my headphones.
Next.
Jesus Christ, that's exactly what you said.
That's not what I said. Next.
Clearly.
Nope.
Rewind the tape.
You know what one of my favorite photos is?
We don't give a fuck.
When Big Rue's dressed like She-Ra. I just thought of that with all the she-ball talk.
I'm not dressed as
Well, you got the thing on.
I have a Thor hat on.
That's what it is, but it reminds me of She-Ra, and I love it. Has nothing to do with any of this. I just absolutely love it. And He-Man's getting ready to come back to Netflix, made by Kevin Smith.
I just saw an advertisement for what is it? The one with the Cobra Kai and all that stuff.
You just said it.
Fuck yeah.
No, the Snake Eyes guy.
G.I. Joe?
G.I. Joe, that's it. I just saw one for Snake Eyes, the background.
Yeah.
That looks so good. It looks so good.
I don't fuck with G.I. Joe at all.
Yeah.
And that does look good.
Yeah.
I actually got a spoiler alert if you haven't seen my mystery box yet. I got a G.I. Joe pop from Jamie. And it was in the super box, and I literally was like, Jamie, this is not a fucking superhero, bro. This is a fuck. I've never considered G.I. Joe in a superhero category.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I guess you could argue the fact that they're like military or something and they're heroes, but come on. Like, it's not, it's a fucking kid's cartoon. It's not a fucking superhero. Maybe your dad that's in the military is a hero, but goddamn G.I. Joe.
They don't have superpowers.
He's a fucking cartoon character that's in the army. Calm down.
He's a superhero to me.
He's a superhero in your heart, but not in fucking real life.
Yeah.
But
well,
I digress.
Yeah. Well, 44 years ago, another superhero in a sense, 1977, Elvis Presley gave his last performance of his career in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Did he die too this same week?
I don't know.
He's just his last performance.
That was his last performance that he ever gave. So I'm assuming
Michael died the same week as Elvis's last performance.
Yep.
Was Prince did fuck up anything this week too?
No, that was like last week or the week before.
Jesus.
I think he died like 2 weeks ago.
Y'all need to
They died the same. I think him and no, they didn't die the same year. But yeah, 36 years ago, June 27th, 1985. After 59 years, the iconic Route 66 entered the realm of history when the American Association of State Highway and Transportation officials decertified the road and voted to remove all of its highway signs.
Get the fuck out of here. No, I'm just kidding.
Yep. It was
Who said they could do that?
Who said? It was 2,200 miles.
How can they refuse those signs?
Yeah, well, they took them down. That's why. That's how. Fuck that.
Not okay with
Get this. You don't identify as a highway anymore.
You don't identify. You are a freeway now.
Yeah.
Be free.
Yeah. Be free.
Be freeway.
You are a road. Roar. And finally, 27 years ago in 1994, Aerosmith became the first major label band to let its fans download a full new track for free from the internet.
I thought you were going to say nude for some reason.
Nudes. No, but Aerosmith was the first band to to allow their fans to download their stuff for free. Well, a track.
Was this after all the Napster shit?
This is before. This is 1994. I think
Oh.
Napster was like 95 or 96. Maybe even 97.
Oh, wow. So the first song ever downloaded in the history of the world was Aerosmith song?
No. It was the first song that they gave to their fans for free. Like, here, go download this.
I'm pretty sure Violent J was the first one to give a song away for free.
And Violent J still doesn't know what the fucking internet is. He just found out.
He can't even show up for that.
If you would have told him what the internet was in 94, he would have...
I wonder if he showed up to the Bigfoot show.
He is Bigfoot.
Violent J's Bigfoot show. Curious.
And that was This Week in History.
That, my friends, is the news. You heard it here first. Did you hear it first? Probably not.
Heard it first, second, and third.
Did you... any fun updates from last week's news that we missed?
No, because I didn't do them.
Okay.
We don't
Did
go...
you leave early last week?
We don't go backwards.
Just confirming.
Did I leave early? I might have had to. I think I had to, probably had
And
to
then
go
when
in
you
early.
had to go to like Kansas City or some shit?
Maybe. Let me see. Let me check the
Going to
schedule.
Kansas City?
Let me check the schedule.
Kansas City,
I thought that was last week where you
come.
had to go somewhere for.
Oh,
The fuck is that?
Whoa.
he showed up. I just wanted to go see if he was there. I was real curious. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. This week in history. Where's my thing at, man?
No, I think my schedule got changed like early that Tuesday or whatever.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I don't know if I left early. If I did, it was because I got up at like fucking 2 on that Monday.
Sounds like me.
Mm-hmm.
I stayed for the whole show though.
Yeah.
Kind of have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Rue won't let me sleep here, so I gotta leave.
Take a nap, bud.
Shit, hell yeah.
Take a nap in your chair.
I mean, basically, it's
I
what it
take a
would be.
nap.
It's
Yeah,
basically
he takes naps often.
on Mondays. That's
I wouldn't
basically
say often, but
that's basically what it would be. You know, that's what I get on Monday nights. Is basically just a nap, and I wake up and it's for work. So.
Damn, you got a hard job.
Mm-hmm.
There ain't no way I could wake up that fucking early.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I try to get it to where like
Hey.
I can go in a little bit later on Tuesdays, but it doesn't always pan out that way. And sometimes it's like, yeah, I gotta get up at 2:00 in the morning, so I'm not gonna be here.
I'm glad my job lets me sleep till 3:45 a.m. That's for sure.
Yeah,
That's the shit.
the ones that sucks is when I gotta get up at like 1. I had to get up at 12:45 one time, and I was like, this is stupid.
Shit, I was working. What was it? 2 to 12:30, 2 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. and I was still doing the show.
Yeah.
Those hours were fun. I didn't have nobody to watch me for like 4 hours.
That's when he slept.
They took a
Oh
nap.
no, there ain't no sleeping.
He
on my
pressed
fucking
that
job.
go button and then went to bed.
No, there ain't none of that.
Go
I wish.
machine.
I wish I could do that.
Rube, how you wearing your sunglasses inside? What? Huh?
Hashtag naps and Napster.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Naps and Napsters. That should have been the headline.
That should have been the
Change
headline.
that shit.
Napster.
And then on them days where you can't sleep and you're up all fucking night long, tossing and turning. And
That's
just
the
one of
worst.
those
Going to
days.
fucking
Were you
work.
just fucking uncomfortable?
That's every fucking Monday night for me.
That's the worst.
Or you finally fall asleep at like 1 and you got to get up at 3.
Mm-hmm.
Those are fun.
Fuck yeah, man. Sounds special.
Good thing if I don't tighten up bolts, I can't kill somebody.
Yeah.
If I leave a loose bolt, good thing I can't smash a hand or anything.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's the problem with me is that like if I even if I get like not a lot of sleep, but even if I'm not in a good sleep cycle or something like that, and I wake up, man, I could start dozing. It's not good.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie, dude. There's times where I'll be at work and I'll run my fucking line down and I'll lean up on some tubs and I'll doze off for a hot minute.
Nope.
I'm waiting for boss man to come by and be like, what the fuck are you doing? I'll be like, I'm going home, going to bed. That's what the fuck I'm gonna do.
Going to bed.
But I don't think so.
No, you ain't. Motherfucker.
I mean, they can't keep you at your job, but I wouldn't leave because I was tired.
But here's the problem: is that like
tell them to leave me
you're
the fuck
there.
alone.
It's like you're there though. Like you can just go to your car and go to sleep. Like I'd have to pull off the road, take a
can't
nap.
go to my car and go to sleep. I gotta work.
No, I'm saying like worst case scenario. Like worst case, like bro, I cannot do this like at all. Like for me, like I'm out. Like I have to come back like somehow. Like so if I'm that tired where I
have to
cannot
come home
fucking
somehow.
drive.
I have to come home somehow.
Oh yeah, but like you know,
You think my job's just gonna let me go out to the car and go to sleep?
if you're like I'm going home.
Yeah, I'm gonna go home. I ain't gonna stay in the fucking parking lot. They're gonna be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then I'm gonna lose my job because I didn't leave.
Cause what? That's weird. That's weird.
If I'm in the parking lot, why shouldn't I have my ass inside working?
But you just fell asleep, man. That's why you were going home in the first place.
Yeah,
Because you were exhausted.
They don't give a shit about that.
Just drive to the outside of
Look,
the fence.
my job.
Couldn't you just
makes-
pull over on the side of the road, take a nap, and no one would ever see you?
Yeah, I could, but I get monitored by GPS, so I'd have to mark it down and all
But
that
you could
shit,
at least
which I could.
you could radio them. Hey man, I'm a little tired. I'm gonna take a nap real quick.
Nah, I mean I could do that. I mean it's they ain't gonna say
You
nothing
acting
about
like
it.
you ain't got no out.
What? Both of y'all just sleeping.
Yeah, that's all I do at my job. I sleep.
Me too.
Fuck yeah.
What do you think cruise control's for?
That's why they're making cars to drive themselves. So
I mean,
people
they
like
got-
you can work more.
They got automatic Tesla driving on my fucking 06 Kenworth.
You know,
Fuck
my job will work you to exhaustion.
exhaustion. We just made new words. Fuck
Did I
yeah.
just?
I mean
do
it
that?
sounds good though. Exhaustion.
Sounds terrible, man.
Right.
Don't.
And
do
they don't
that.
give a fuck. Like there's times where I get off work and I go back into work and I feel like I never left work.
Mm-hmm.
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 Those are the fun days.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Those are the days where I tell my boss right off the bat, look, I was up all fucking night. I feel like I didn't get any sleep. I feel like I just blinked my eyes and I'm back at fucking work. Leave me the fuck alone
and
today.
that's when he hits you with that ruism and goes, well, that's your own damn fault.
No.
You should have got some sleep. I got sleep. Why didn't you get sleep?
No, because he knows if he tries to get smart with me, I'm gonna go off on him and possibly walk the fuck out.
That is the old adage, dish it out,
He
can't
knows.
take it.
He knows that if I tell him that and let him know that I'm not feeling the greatest today. That he will leave me alone. He won't say no bullshit. So if my machine goes down, he won't come over and be like, "What the fuck's going
We
down?"
need to get you one of those octopuses that like flip
Whoa.
inside out and all that shit. That like the happy one and then the sad, like the angry one. They, yeah, you know.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but if Rue gets an octopus, that's dope.
It's like a little
Right.
inflatable octopus that it's like flips inside out. Like one side is one color and it's all happy,
I
and then
ain't never seen one of these, but keep going.
we got Alex got one.
This is for like
It's for like a happy and sad and angry mood.
it's like children on the spectrum or something.
No.
I don't understand. Like,
Jesus Christ. Hold on.
what's the?
Let me look it up.
Yeah, no, I mean, I let my boss know, hey, look, man, I only got like 2 hours of fucking sleep. I'm kind of on edge today. He'll leave me alone. He won't come up and try being a smart ass with me like he won't fuck with me like he normally does. He'll leave me alone and he'll let me get my job
Yeah,
done.
this is what we need to get you. It's like it's happy on one side and then it flips
Oh,
inside
gotcha.
out and then it's angry. So that way you can just put it on your machine. CP?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that way you can just put it on your machine and be like, oh, it's angry today.
Well, that's why I just let him know, hey,
Just
man.
get him a fucking. Why would we not get him a happy and sad kangaroo though?
I don't think they come in kangaroos yet.
Oh well.
This is like a new fad thing.
They come in all shapes and sizes.
It seems so much easier to say, hey, boss, man, I'm not in the fucking mood today to be
Hey man, I'm not in
fucked
the
with
fucking mood today. Okay.
Oh, dude, they know we all cuss with each other.
Hey, boss man,
Don't
you
matter.
can't be my fucking boss today. I'm pissed.
Right.
All right? Leave me the fuck alone.
None of that shit.
Maron, get the fuck out of here.
None of that shit. Hey man, next
I'm
week
outta
on the
here.
show we got Chucky
shit.
Chuck from fucking DGAF and the brand new group.
Came fucking flying into this 10
King
10
Click.
p.m. sideways.
Tell them next week who we have
I'm
on.
telling them, Chucky Chuck.
Tell them
Who's
to
that?
stay tuned until next week, and then they'll find out who we have on the show.
Well,
So
I
they
already
tune
told
in.
them. Tune in.
Now they're going to be like, well, I don't give a fuck about them. I'm not going to tune in.
Tune in next
If
week.
you
for
don't
the-
give
for
a
the-
fuck about Chucky Chuck, then tune in next week for Chucky Chuck from the band Don't Give a Fuck and the all-new suburban noise supergroup King Click featuring Johnny Richter of the Cottonmouth Kings and
We may or may not
Obnoxious.
have
Look at
trombone
that.
news.
Cottonmouth, Colorado, KMK Ultra every day just popped up in the chat. That's weird.
Yeah, bye.
Shout out. We're out of here. Next week on the show, we got Chucky Chuck and maybe another special guest.
Yeah,
Maybe
right.
not. You never know. YouTube. Peace out. See y'all next
You
time.
only get one.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel and